What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, and I'm glad you came back. I wanted to really get on here and talk about personal revelation, something personal to me. Which is the best thing that I've ever did was stop telling people what was going on in my life. I had to stop telling people what was going on in my life, and this may sound surprising because here I am on YouTube telling everybody about everything that's going on in my life, but I truly believe that decision has been one of the most liberating choices that I've made. And let me share with you guys what that is. And before I made this, I used to always just seeking advice and everything from everybody. And I had to stop. You know, it happened for years. I felt this constant urge to just share every little detail of my life with everybody around me, coworkers, friends, family, social media followers. I thought sharing would strengthen my connections, and create a sense of community, but as times went on, I began to see the downsides of that habit. I began to learn about monitoring spirits and people who wish bad on you, people who were competitive with me and stuff like that, people who only listened because they wanted to make sure that I was still struggling or going through whatever it was that I was going through, So when you open your life up to other people, you inadvertently invite a flood of opinions, judgment, and sometimes even negativity. Not everybody has your best interests at heart. I learned that the hard way. I learned the hard way that some people, they even offered me unsolicited advice, expressing doubt, and they made comments that made me second guess my own choices. I know a lot of people who experience this, and I myself, man, it's crazy. I have to lie. I have to laugh about it, man. But let me just give you guys an example. There was a time when I genuinely was excited about a new opportunity that came my way. I couldn't wait to share this news, with a few of my close friends, hoping for their encouragement. But instead, what I got was skepticism and questions that made me feel uncertain about my decision. This experience, it really woke me up, and it ruined a lot of opportunities for me. I realized that not everyone is equipped to support my journey, and sometimes sharing can invite unnecessary doubts inside myself. My grandmother always told me that there's power in the tongue. Of course, these were biblical wisdom, but there's power in the tongue. So you should watch the things you say. You know, there's power in your thoughts. So you should watch the things that you think. And there's power in presence. So you should watch who you have yourself around and watch who you choose to be around. Because these people, these things they're saying and things they're thinking could shape your reality. And in a lot of cases, that did that for me. A lot of times I blocked my blessings because of this very thing, telling everybody and everything what's going on and all that. It wasn't good, and this led me to reflecting on my motivations for sharing this with you guys. Was I looking for validation in others? Rightfully so, probably so. Was I seeking reassurance? Probably so. I just realized that I needed to shift my focus on, external validations that I was looking for to self-trust. I had to learn to trust myself. I had to really learn to trust myself. And by doing this, I found myself becoming more confident in my own choices and more grounded in my values and my principles. And I even started to become a life coach and stuff for other people. Once I turned off my mouth and stopped running my mouth like a faucet, I was able to open up my ears and be a vessel for other people. I was able to open up my ears and be a vessel for other people. So when I decided to keep my life private, I experienced a sense of freedom that I hadn't felt in a very long time. Now, don't get me wrong, it come with a lot of people thinking you changed, or you switched up, or you not as talkative, or you not forthright or forthcoming with your business, but it is what it is. I begin to focus on my goals and dreams without the noise of other people's opinions clouding my judgment, what they thinking and stuff like that. I didn't need that. I didn't want that. I didn't want that jacket. I began to develop the space to process my own thoughts and feelings in my own safe environment that I created for myself. I did that. I began to appreciate the beauty of my journey without feeling the need to seek approval or validation from other people. You talking about you getting 3 job offers and you talking to your best friends or your family members about which job you should take, when secretly they thinking, you know, why I didn't get the job. Or how come you always getting blessed with job? Oh, you lucky, man. It was always just saying this negative stuff like, oh, you lucky, man. I wish that was me. So then I have to start questioning, like, damn, like, why would I seek their advice if they feel like I'm lucky or they hating on me low key? What if they want me to do the lesser one or take the lesser opportunity and leave that one open for them? It's crazy when you got to really think about that. Just know that a lot of those friendships ain't happening right now. And a lot of those family members, they ain't around me right now. So I had to get away from that. I had to kick that in the butt. You know, I had to start keeping my life private. I had to. I had a significant benefit for my mental health. I had to learn to just protect my personal space. And it reduced the feeling anxiety and pressure. I stopped being worried about how my decisions would be perceived by others. Instead, I was able to fully engage in my own life, and I was able to embrace my choices, and I was able to grow from my experiences without any external interferences. And that's the same thing you can have. But you have to stop telling everyone everything. Everything ain't meant for everything. My grandmother used to always say, never let the left hand know what the right hand is thinking or doing. And I never understood that until I became an adult and I started to realize, wow, it's a lot of people out here that actually doesn't wish well on other people. Now, I'm not suggesting that we should just cut everybody off completely and do those things. You don't never want to do that. It's all about finding that balance, though. You have to find that balance. You have to measure and gauge what's healthy for you. So I just encourage all of you guys to just consider, what you share and with whom. You got to protect your energy and you have to be intentional about the relationships that uplift you and support you. Now, keep in mind, it's okay to keep certain aspects of your life private until you feel ready to share them, but you have to be conscious of who you're sharing them with. And you have to remember there's monitoring spirits that are listening, that is ready to report your information and your news to other spirits, to other demons. That's real. So I encourage everybody to just take a moment and just think about your own life and ask yourself, have you ever felt overwhelmed by sharing too much? Because I know I did. Or maybe you felt like I did when I experienced the weight of others' expectations and judgments on things that I wanted to do. I know a lot of people who've experienced that. And then also ask yourself, what changes have you made to protect your personal space? I would really love to hear those stories in the comments below. Like, please drop those in the comments below so we can just go back and forth and talk about these things. Now, in the end, the best thing that I did for myself was to prioritize my own journey over the opinions of other people. And I have to remember, and like I want you to remember, you have the power to shape your own narrative. Sometimes silence is golden, and your journey is yours to define, not everybody else's. Your personal life, your business, your everything is not a playground for other people to meddle in. Meddling is, what is that a word? Meddling in. So if this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for content like this. Yes, so I can keep dropping it for you. Your support truly means a lot to me. So thank you for tuning in. And remember, keeping your life close to your heart can be one of the most empowering choices that you will ever make. So I encourage you to stay true to yourself, and I'll see you all next time. In the meantime, ask Sylvester Lee.